That's the Smiths Nowhere Fast from the 1985 LP Meat is Murder. Great song. I think it might be, apart from like Girl Afraid, probably the Smiths song that requires the fastest and most abrupt chord changes. So it's a tricky one, but it's really cool and a lot of fun to play. So yeah, let's just jump right in here. So we start with 2 bar chords where we combine the guitar and the bass part. So we're going to start with an F bar chord where you're, of course, barring the 1st fret in an E shape with your fingers. You cut it off here with your hand. Then we're going to slide up on the low E string from the 3 to the 5 to the A string 3. Then form the same shape bar chord. Then we're going to slide from the 5 to the 7, and then A string 5. So that intro again is. Then we jump right into the first verse, which is a really nice open chord position transition from, an A minor here into kind of a G position. So the way we do that is we go A minor, so first fret, B string, 2nd fret, G, D and G, right? And we've got this open A. And the rhythm we're going for is so combination of downstrokes and upstrokes, but that's the rhythm we're going for. We're going for something that is mildly reminiscent of, a train chugging down the tracks, which of course Morrissey's vocal picks up on later. But what we do is we go from an A minor and all we do there is lift off the D string and G string. We're going to lift off and we're going to catch the A string at the 2nd, leaving the B string in place at the 1st fret, and then we jump quickly into this. So 3rd fret low E, 3rd fret B string behind there, then we do it again, so real slowly. Okay, then the next move is we quickly come here to the 5th fret and bar, and then we're going to go, A minor shape, but remove your pinky. So you're at the D string 7 and the B string 6 in this kind of split shape, right? So what I'm doing there is I'm bringing in my pinky and I'm playing some accent notes on the high E string first and then the B string. And that's kind of the rhythm we're going for. Let's see if I can get that. Then the next chord shape is here. And this is a chord shape that Johnny Marr loves. He uses this in a number of great Smiths songs. But what we're doing here is we're at the 8th fret barring, and then we're in this triangular shape here with our fingers. So we're on the G string 9th fret, D string 10th fret, and B string 10th fret. Now this is the trickiest transition in the whole song, and it took a while to figure out. So what he does is something like this. Let me play it slowly and we'll break it down. So what we're doing here, we're going from the B string at the 10th to the high E string at the 10th with our pinky, right? So once you're there, then you come into this shape here. This is kind of the mystery chord. So here we're at the 10th fret D, 9th fret G, 8th fret B with an open E and an open A. And then we quickly come up here where we're at the 10th, or pardon me, yes, the 10th fret high E and the 12th fret B. And we're gonna upstroke that, then drop the same shape 2 frets to the 8th and the 10th. So again, this last chord transition, and then you quickly jump right down here and do it all again. Okay, now to part B, the transition. Marr drops from here very quickly right here. Okay, so here we are at the 3rd fret B string, 4th fret G string, 5th fret D string in kind of this little triple finger chord shape. And what we do here is arpeggiate this. Okay, so what we do there is we're going to start here on the D string. Then we're going to pull it down from the B. Then we come in with our pinky there on the B string 5th fret. Then at the 5th fret G string and off. So again, that arpeggiation goes like this. Then we come to one of Johnny Marr's signature A open chord riffs. And there are a couple of ways to play this. And I think I played it both ways in my playthrough. But one way is simply to do an A chord and start with your A string. Open A string is the bass note. So, whoops. So you're just juxtaposing what your bass note is. So to start off, it's your A string, then your low E, back to the A. So right? So that's one way to do it. Another way is to do this. Which I think is pretty cool, right? All you're doing there is coming in and grabbing the low E at the 3rd fret with a little bit of bend and then lifting it off. So strike that low E, then go grab it at the 3rd, little bend, and then off. Then at this point, he jumps directly to an F major 7. Right? There's your F major 7 chord. So 1st fret B string, 2nd fret G string, 3rd fret D and A, right? In this shape here. And what he does is he does kind of the signature Johnny Marr arpeggiation. Okay, so what we do here is we're just kind of juxtaposing the bass notes with treble notes. And because you've got a chord fretted here, right, you can do that in a variety of ways and it's all going to sound good because it all works together. But it sounds like what he's doing is now what I like to do is just play this bit right here on the G string. So let's see. See that? That's really cool, right? So you're here at, on the 3rd fret, low E, and then you've got your pinky on the B string, 3rd fret, right? So we just kind of, we start here low E, then to the 3rd fret B, lift off, now the open G, back to the 3rd fret B, to high E string open, then we jump down here to the B string 1st fret, little bend, and then you're back here to whatever version you like. Back to the F major 7. For the second time through. Then, second time through, after we do that, four times through, he jumps right back here to our intro chords. So here we are, the 5th fret in an A minor shape, but remove your pinky, right? So you got, and then hold the same bar at the 5th and come down and play an E minor shape on the A and D string at the 7th fret. And if you've got a guitar with a vibrato like this Gibson 345 has, give it a little push in, okay? Now, I've also seen Marr do it like this. Okay, so what he does in this alternate version is he's just playing the highest in pitch 3 strings. So the high E string 5th, the B string 6th, and the G string 7 with an open A. Then he quickly jumps into this, which is 5th fret G, B, and E, 6th fret B, and 7th fret A. So you can either, or right, or he does. Then off we go to verse number 2, which is just like what I just showed you, right? So this is the wind-up chords here. Right? And we do it again. Right? Okay, now the other part to show you is after verse 2, when he goes through everything I just showed you, he does the wind-up chords again. Now it's the guitar solo part. And this is really clever and pretty easy, but it sounds great, right? That's Johnny Marr. So here we start at the 3rd fret B string. We're going to focus on the G string, B string, E string, G string here at the 3rd. Right, so what he does is he slides quickly from the 3rd fret So here we are at the G string 3rd to the 4th. So there I pull off and play the G string open. So notice that I've got the G, the B open, and the high E. Pretty cool. So here we come to the B string at the 3rd, hit it twice, then we come to the 1st fret and pull off. So you want to kind of angle your hand down a little bit so it makes it natural. So midway through that solo, he rests here at the 3rd fret on the B, the B and E strings with the G open. Then he continues. Then, very quickly, wind-up chords. And then he finishes it right here in a really nice open chord. That is the 5th fret G string, 7th fret A and D. And you can play the low E, or you can just play A string on down. Little vibrato. And there you go. Nowhere Fast by the Smiths. Keep playing the Smiths.